Hello, this is Photography Gamer, welcome back to the channel. Today I am reviewing Batman Arkham Knight Special Edition. Arkham Knight was released in 2015 and is an action-adventure game developed by Rocksteady Studios. The game is the fourth in the series after Arkham Asylum, Arkham City and Arkham Origins. The story revolves around Scarecrow trying to release a toxin into the city which turns people into savage killers. So everyone decides to leave and it's just Batman versus all the scumbags. You obviously play as Batman, but you have help from Robin, Lucius Fox, Alfred and Nightwing, etc. So it's nice that occasionally in the story some people turn up to help you. You know, they can give you some help in combat, they give you extra gadgets and things that help you along your way so you don't feel so alone when you're taking on the villains. The game world is quite simply one of the best I've ever seen. The lighting is sensational and the graphics are so nice to look at. It's very film noir and gothic in style. It feels like a David Fincher movie, both in terms of the visual style and the music. You know, at times you feel like you're in the movie Seven. Another superb part of the game is the level design. Each mission feels different. You rarely feel like you're repeating yourself. It has a perfect balance between combat, puzzle solving, using gadgets and figuring out a way to traverse the environment. Honestly, it's so refreshing to play a game that feels well constructed, everything makes sense and the gameplay is an absolute joy because of this variety. You'll go from mass brawls to stealth takedowns, you'll be solving the Riddler's puzzles, using gadgets to hack devices, using the remote Batarang and the remote control Batmobile, and many other things. The special edition has all the season pass content included and there is a lot of it. You have a variety of bonus episodes which are self-contained levels in the menu including Batgirl, Harley Quinn, Robin and Catwoman, etc. Each one tells a different part of the overall narrative and it's a really nice change from the main game. Because there were times where I did get stuck, I played it on hard and you know sometimes the main story you get to a really challenging part and you need a break. So these bonus episodes act as kind of like mini stories you can get your teeth into, get through them and then come back to the main game when you feel refreshed. There are also AR challenges which include driving, tank battles, fights and stealth, etc. For me, the highlight were the time trial races using the old Batmobile from the TV show from way back when. It was very addictive and again it's excellent content if you need a break from the main game. The story in this game is fantastic and it's excellently paced and excellently written. Everything becomes clear the longer the story develops and it really gives you a nice drip of detail and slowly the bigger picture will become clear. It's a fantastic story and it's so well paced. It always makes you want to keep going to find out what happens next. The enemies in the game are quite varied, from your typical bog standard goons to armed militia, drone tanks and other more super villain baddies. You even have to track down a serial killer on one of the side missions and the crime scene investigation parts are really good. Overall the game is exceptionally well crafted and the missions and the levels are just so well done. Each section just felt perfectly balanced with the use of the gadgets, the Batmobile, how to get through the environment, puzzle solving, combat, all of those things. It was just such a nice combination. You have to take your hat off to the developers because they've really put a lot of thought and detail into how the game was paced and how you actually solve things. It was really well done for them. Graphically, this game is amazing. It's one of, if not the best visual experience I've had on the PS4. The character models are awesome, the environments are amazing, and the way everything is lit is just supremely high quality. The weather effects, the destructible environments, the physical combat, it's all just so well captured and created in a visual sense. The game does have a photo mode and it's pretty good. It doesn't have a lot of post-processing options, but the filters are actually good for a change. You can alter exposure and brightness, depth of field, you can add a vignetting effect, and the draw distance is pretty good. Also, you don't get caught behind the environment when moving the camera around, which is a common gripe for most games. But truthfully, the main reason the photo mode in this game is so good is that the graphics are some of the best I've ever seen. The art style is just perfect for the dark, brooding atmosphere of the Batman universe and this Arkham series. If you enjoy virtual photography and sharing your experiences like that in games, then this is an absolute goldmine of a game. It's perfectly lit, it's stylish, and it's just beautiful to behold. So you'll have hundreds of great opportunities to capture Batman and the supporting cast in creative and beautiful ways. Honestly, it's just such a great game to photograph, one of the best. The music is some of the best I've ever heard in a game. It's very gothic, very Batman, very film noir. It reminded me a lot of the music in the film Seven, but with a more Batman style to it in parts. It's really, really exceptional stuff. The sound effects are excellent and the voice acting for all the characters is also high standard. Some obviously are a little bit over the top, but this is a comic book game and the supervillains can be a little bit over the top, but generally it's very, very good stuff. Okay, so what's good and what's bad about Batman Arkham Knight? What's good? The story progression and the level design is some of the best I've ever experienced. It's perfect storytelling. The game is a visual masterpiece. The combat is fun, challenging and varied. You really feel like Batman, like a superhero detective trying to figure out how to take down the supervillains. The bonus episodes and the AR challenges are really enjoyable, and the photo mode is a joy to use and the game looks so goddamn good. What's bad? The tank battles with the Batmobile can be annoying at times, but once you get the hang of it, they're not actually as bad as you think. But saying that, the whole tank feature does seem a little bit strange because Batman's ethos is generally to be non-lethal. Obviously these are drones, but there are times where he's shooting his rockets and explosive things at people and you think, would Batman really be doing that? I'm not so sure. Some of the Riddler's puzzles are almost impossible, either that or I'm just a bit thick, probably the latter to be honest. So what is the verdict? Batman Arkham Knight is a perfect example of what a great game should aspire to be. It has a fantastic story that develops at a perfect pace. It uses many different elements in its level design to make you think about how to complete each section. The game looks and sounds amazing. It really is one of the greatest games I've ever played and a worthy addition to the Arkham series. So my score for Arkham Knight is 9.5 out of 10. I'm a big Batman fan and I enjoyed Asylum and Arkham City, and this game is like a perfect culmination of all of the Arkham games. It takes all of the good things and adds more to it. Beautifully presented. It's such a brilliantly immersive game. I had so much enjoyment playing it. Such a good game. I'd strongly recommend it to anyone who likes good games. And if you like Batman as well, then wow, this is like the perfect game for you. Okay, so that was the review. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. This is Photography Gamer signing off. Thank you.